Hey guys, welcome back to Top NBA.
Powell, the defense, shot clock at 7. Chris Paul.
Today is part 2 of huge flaws that NBA teams must fix before it's too late. Let's get straight to it. First up, we've got Brook Lopez's back for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Lopez underneath. Beautiful rebound to Tacumbo.
Okay, so this isn't something that the Bucks can fix immediately, as Brook Lopez is out indefinitely following back surgery. But if you've been dissatisfied by the defending champions this season, it's difficult to blame anything other than all of the absences.
With 10 victories, Lopez has a career high 8.
Lopez's most recent appearance was on opening night. Dante DiVincenzo's season debut is still on the horizon. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Drew Holiday, and Chris Middleton have only played together 10 times, which have all resulted in Bucks victories. The loss of Lopez, on the other hand, looms huge over this bunch. They were big enough to break the emergency glass and become the latest team hoping DeMarcus Cousins still has something left in the tank. Milwaukee has beefed up its perimeter arsenal to compensate for Lopez's absence on offensively.
Penetration before Batum can get all the way to the backboard.
Oh, flush! But his length, communication, and rim protection are noticeably lacking on defense. Next up, the Zion Williamson-sized gap in the New Orleans Pelicans roster. You may criticize New Orleans front staff for letting Lonzo Ball leave, or wonder why the light bulb hasn't gone off yet for Jackson Hayes, but dissecting the Pelicans without Zion Williamson just feels wrong. He is their current, and hopefully future foundation, a beacon of hope in the post-Anthony Davis era, but Williamson, however, is still waiting for his season debut after experiencing soreness in his surgically repaired right foot. A long sigh from all Pelicans fans. The Pelicans have no choice but to wait for their possible savior, even though the season is on the verge of collapse without him. A healthy Williamson might not improve their dreadful defense, but he would undoubtedly boost their 26th ranked offense. Next up, Julius Randle's regression for the New York Knicks.
Randle, baseline, shot is good. Again, he struggled shooting the ball last.
It feels wrong to pin the focus on Julius Randle when Kemba Walker was taken out from the rotation, Evan Fournier has struggled with inconsistency, and Randle is coming off 2 great performances that should get him going. But here's the thing, he needs to get going because he hasn't been the same player as he was last season. And if he can't return to All-Star form, or at least something close to it, the rest of the Knicks equation won't work.
Here's Randle, lays it in with the left hand. Lead the Knicks by 4. Knicks led by as many as 11.
They may have spent the summer attempting to improve what he has around him, but as his 4-year, $117 million deal implies, he remains the key factor in their success. Last season, he earned his first All-Star selection by averaging 24 points per game on 45, 41, and 81 shooting.
Straightaway 3 ties the game. Clyde, I know you always want.
It's no longer adding up now that he's down to 19.9 points on 41, 32, and 74.
That makes your job so much easier. So all of success that he's having as you see him knock down a bucket right on.
Up next, the unresolved Ben Simmons saga of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Dribble it off with his foot. It's picked up by the Sixers. Simmons, beautiful finish.
So much for the 76ers gaining advantage in their battle with Ben Simmons and all of his trade suitors. Philadelphia has stumbled to a 3-9 record after racing out to an 8-2 start. In terms of defensive efficiency, the Sixers are now ranked 18th.
We headed back to the basket, and we get another follow slam. This one.
Joel Embiid, who had a serious COVID-19 scare, has struggled to recreate the spark that catapulted him to a second-place finish in the MVP vote last season. There are some problems with this team, but none more serious than the reality that it has a healthy, 25-year-old All-Star on the roster, but not on the court. Something has to give on the Simmons front sooner rather than later.
Rolling in, nice job to get it to Simmons. He'll throw it down. That's how good he was defensively.
The Sixers have preached practicing as much patience as possible, but if they want to salvage anything from this season, as they should with a superstar anchoring the interior, they should find the best offer available and give this roster the lift that it needs.
2 of them have led to buckets. Let's see, 3.
Great, Serena, we thank you so much.
Last up, we've got front court floor spacing for the Phoenix Suns.
Damian Lillard got the screen, passes by Ayton, backpedals for a triple.
The correct response could be a remark about the duration of the remaining schedule, because holy smokes, are the Suns in a groove. Since starting the season with 3 losses in 4 games, the Suns have won a franchise record 18 straight games, coming into Friday's matchup with the Warriors.
Stamina. I love it. That's one of the best lines I've heard.
Shifting the focus to the actual faults, Phoenix may have a modest need for more three-point shooting. The term might is significant because the Suns rank 6th in the offense, so the fact that they prefer mid-range shots isn't a deal breaker.
Shot clock at 5, halfway through the third. Powell makes a distinctive move inside.
However, if this approach had a bit more stretch to it, especially up front, it may become even more difficult for opponents to handle. With the number of players out with injury, Phoenix lacks a size shooting combo.
And the buzzer and overtime in Portland.
Well guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Top NBA, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video. See you all next time.